Welcome to Bosch's Technical Support on Demand video series, the quick connection tutorial for the VEZ-400 Mini PTZ camera. The first step in installation is to unpack and take an inventory of your camera and its accessories. Inside the box, you should find the camera, a user's manual, a mounting template, mounting screws, and a T20 Torx wrench. Prior to some basic camera configurations and cabling, mounting preparation should be made. This camera has 4 mounting options. All the accessories needed to perform the first option, surface mount, are included with your camera. That is your mounting template and your mounting screws. The other 3 mounting options, in ceiling mount, pipe mount, and wall mount, are all performed with accessories sold separately and should be in place prior to the steps detailed in this video. The next thing we need to do is to prepare your dome for mounting. Using the Torx wrench included with your camera, you want to loosen all 3 dome screws and gently remove the dome casing. It will stay attached by a small grounding wire. Do not pull or jerk or detach this cable. Once the dome casing is set to the side, we want to remove all foam padding and packing inside the camera. This will consist of a dome scratch pad inside the actual dome casing and a styrofoam ring around the camera mechanism. After all padding is removed, our next task is to take care of camera addressing. Just to the right of where the grounding strap attaches to the camera's housing, you will see 2 rotary switches. This is SW301 and SW302. By default, the camera ID or camera number is set to 1. Both switches are set to 00. To prevent faulty operations and malfunctions, each PTZ camera that you install needs to have a unique address. Just to the right of our ID rotary switches, you'll see a series of dip switches. These dip switches are used to set the protocol, baud rate, and termination for our camera. By default, the camera is set to Bosch OSRD protocol. That's on-site receiver driver protocol. The baud rate is set to 9600 and the termination is set to on. Adjustments can be made to this based on your installation needs and the encoder or DVR that you're attaching the camera to. Next, we want to look at cabling. The camera comes with a 4-cable pigtail. The first cable in the pigtail is an 8-pin I/O terminal for alarm in and outs. The second cable in the pigtail is a 2-pin data terminal. That's your RS-485 connection. We'll discuss this further in just a second. The third is your video out. It's a female BNC connector. And the 4th cable in the pigtail is your 24-volt AC power connector. The first connection that we're going to make is the video connection. Simply connect the camera's female BNC connection to a VGA cable that's feeding the DVR or the encoder that you're working with. The next connection that we're going to make is the camera's RS-485 connection. This is a very important connection, and if this step is not performed correctly, the camera's PTZ functionality will not work and you will not be able to access the camera's menus. As stated earlier, the camera uses RS-485 2-wire. The RS-485 pigtail off the camera consists of 2 wires, a sky blue wire and a white wire. The sky blue wire is your TRX plus and the white wire is your TRX minus. For the example in this video, we're going to be using a Bosch DVR600 to connect our camera to. I would connect my sky blue wire to the RS-485 connection in the back of the DVR to the plus terminal. I would then connect my white wire to the negative terminal of the RS-485 connector in the back of the DVR. The last connection we're going to make is power. The power specifications for the camera is 24 volts AC, 2.5 amps. There is no power supply furnished with the camera. At the end of the power section of the pigtail, you will find a 2-screw terminal to which you can connect 2-wire power to the camera. The last step in installation is configuring the camera through the camera's main menu. Access to the camera's main menu can be accomplished in several ways, either via keyboard, a DVR, or an encoder. In this video, we will be accessing the main menu using a VEZ-400 and aux commands. After you've connected your camera to the DVR and established it as a PTZ, you will have access to camera commands as shown here. To access the main menu, use the second drop-down, which is aux commands. Select the number 046 and then click aux plus. Remember that commands may vary depending on the protocol that you have the camera configured for or the device that you're using to access the main menu with. Once you select aux plus, you should see the main menu of the camera appear on the video screen. For in-depth instructions on how to navigate menus and submenus, consult your user's manual. This concludes this quick connect tutorial. Thank you.